Hello everyone, this is Princess Farron, once again, with more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker main scenario quest. So previously we were doing some side quests to level up, in order to be able to talk to Hyslodius. So let's carry on, as he wishes to discuss plans for the remainder of our visit. Of course. Oh, we got to meta cutter this time. Few low mines and autos. There they are. Is that why you're waiting at the junction? Oh, sounds great. There we are. I'm sure it's a wonderful view. Everything here, it's a wonderful view, so. Nice.
I present to you Calamelios Zephyros. Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos. Right then. Let's begin by...
Oh,
well,
dirty mining.
an Arrayus. How delightful.
And what, pray tell, is that?
That's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago.
It walks.
Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures.
It's
Rare is the day when
left
someone
hand.
does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact, and then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but
I think he's upset.
I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
Heidelin?
That was too close. Are you unharmed? Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should meet you here.
Oh.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work. Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well.
Wow.
Less so, Emmet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number.
She's not very nice.
A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is he, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
Huh, you know I am. Now then, you are?
Will she be able to tell?
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
She senses it.
I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you. Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
Do not
A
tell
traveler's
too much.
ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
What will you say? That sounds rather like the blessing of light.
I see you are not ignorant to its presence. And while there are many protective spells, the one you bear is unmistakably mine.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
Oh, Jude.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours. How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown. And there's naught more unknown than the future.
Oh dear.
Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge. So you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest.
That's
Will you
true.
not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
Be careful.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself. As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
He can't.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos.
What a name. I have no idea what that might mean.
We were meant to meet. I am certain of it. Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past. It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
They all think the world about themselves. They're all quite bright though. They're not. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has asked me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept engraved crystal, and the quick-fingered aureas which made off with it. Oh, we've seen it! Please, even that much would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor, just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. Many thanks. There's a small bridge leading into Poiton Oikos. Let us meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts. Okay, here we go. What is this? It's a okay. Oh, let's try and trade it. Oh, you're quite a beast. Talent. Let's try and join the fate. Okay, here it is. Okay. Good thing I joined the fade. Okay, let's talk to Vena. I'm very curious to know what's gonna happen. It's really nice to meet her. I've been playing this game for so many years now. These characters, you know, feel like really, really familiar, so it's very nice. Even, you know, some of these quests might seem like boring little stuff to you, you know, for someone who plays the game for many years, it's endearing, and then there's certain aspects that we get to understand because we've seen what the characters have been through. So it's quite something. This would be a good spot to take a screenshot if I can. Okay. Of course, my controller is not helping me. There we are. Okay, let's talk to her. Last searcher returns. I am afraid the Aureus no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better? Actually, I did. The crystal! Well done! Wonderful. Now I can focus on your tale without that missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? I've often been asked to do so. Oh, you too! Some of us seem destined to always be searching. For ourselves and for others. Long ago, when I held the seat of Azam, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis, in fact. Many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another. Wouldn't you agree? Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, 'tis time I return this stolen property. If you would go on ahead to my accommodation, I will join you as soon as I have attended to that quest. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. This is a gorgeous place. Look at this brook here. I love it. Poison Wakers. Where is it? Oh, either right, either right. We must attune. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea. Yes, tea! Let me take a sip of my hot beverage here. Oh, the music.
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
He can't talk too much. Jude. What shall I say? The closest thing to the truth, or okay, I'm gonna say it. A calamity called the fall, the end of days has befallen the world.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
It's going to be quite a tale. Go. She's telling everything, even about Zodiac and about themselves.
Preposterous! Utterly preposterous!
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Farron?
She senses it to be true, I believe.
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis Flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
Perhaps he would have to meet all of you there, the three of you.
True. I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
But bright minds as you are, you should be able to discern something out of it, right?
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
That's the issue.
To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
Now he's mad.
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Emet-Selp! Wait!
Oops.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Is key to all of this. And those two are somehow involved, yes.
Ah yes, the energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteon? Yes, I believe this warrants further investigation.
Help him with that, please.
With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. Now, suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest.
Thanks. Yeah.
Have faith. If Emmet Selk is the man Azam described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Maybe he's just a little bit too impulsive. Wow. Shall we begin our investigations then? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus, I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Meteon, and I have a good idea of where we might begin. See you the woman standing in front of yonder building? Her name is Aismin. She's the one who made arrangements for my stay in Elpis, and from what I recall, she has held a position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice of topic up to you. Begin asking questions, yes. Greetings, Aismin. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge him. What are Hermes' interests? How would you describe as a man, a person, a colleague? How long has Meteon been here? So one day she was simply there. And what do you make of her abilities? Do you trust him? Forgive us, we seem to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about Meteon? We shall keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Come, Jude, I think we've taken enough of Aismin's time. Fena looks like she's ready to go to a Venetian carnival. With that mask and that dress. Okay, from here I propose that we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with the resident observers. If you could track down the colleagues Ismin mentioned. Although I felt compelled to take the reins of that previous conversation, your fearless style of interrogation will eventually lead you to the answers you seek. Fearless. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you finish picking with this Timaeus. Being is very blunt. Well, you know. Sometimes it's a lot better than beating around the bush. No, it's a family of them. Okay. Oh, there he is. The interrogation. What do you think of Chief Hermes' flying creations? Meteon 2 is a marvel then. I could tell you more of Meteon's nature if you like. Let's see if this works. Oops. Didn't gather much from this fella here. Here she is. Ah, good timing. I finished my own investigations not long ago. So, have you any new findings to share? I see. Even an expert in the field had little understanding of Meteon's capabilities, let alone an awareness of dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Meteon as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusions. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis, and the intellect which can control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth. Except for Hermes, it seems. Thus I am inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer and his familia. And on that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Meteon? Aside from an unorthodox method of communication. She and her sisters were created to journey to the stars and search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? So these siblings of us now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue. One we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripetei Crystalline, not far from here. Just follow the path to the west. I'll just follow you. Since you're going as well. This is like an autumn, a fall scenery over here. Can we climb through here? No. Alright, we'll stick to the path then. You wanna fight me? Okay. Why did you leave? Don't leave. Where they archive all of Elpis' observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short and see what those two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak with over at the other tower, I shall join you there anon. Okay. Of course. East. Oh. Oh, it's close by. Oh, fine. Okay, one more. That'll be it. Those are very nice masks. White and silver. I like it. That sounds like a story I should like to hear. Pray do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes's research. Would you favor me with a retelling of this sight which so delighted your Colleen? Indeed, they do. I will be honored. Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Colleen in person? That would be most helpful. Thank you. Oh, it's quite a view. No, nothing here. Wow, those waterfalls. Everything is so pretty. Still thinking whether I should normal. There we go. Please, there is no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galeen, if that might be arranged. That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us. Wow.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
Indeed.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
As beautiful as ever.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans.
Be careful, Jude.
But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveller. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
That is true. It makes you dream of everything you could do in those places. The pictures you can take, the sights you could see, dishes you might enjoy.
Incredible! Would that I could have been there to see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true, and a presence without, immense yet intimate, fate perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating, how keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. The moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way.
That's why you did everything you did. 'Cause that's
You,
Oh,
who are our future. Tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Pray forgive my lateness. My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
definitely.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up, then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Metea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The site left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
So, another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what I've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others. Which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter the more likely possibility. Proceeding under that assumption, our next step should be to divine why, or even if, he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. Cute. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth to Matea. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Colleen said she spotted him in the southeast rising from an isle that she could see from the edge. If we stand at the same vantage point, it should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Now, if I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? Huh? What about that one? Have you the means to fly? It is quite a distance away. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argus! The dog! Oh, he's back! Sorry. My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Jude here over to the island? Stubborn creature, there is no place on this great star we have not together travel, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argus has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. That's why he accepted him so well when he was on the moon, because he already seen him. He had been to the past. Yeah, exactly. What? You have ridden him before? Ah, your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing, that. Interesting. It is certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. What? Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in battle. Don't you convince Argus that you are worthy of his back? Really? And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two into the bargain. You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember. A memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler out of time? Choose your battlefield. I admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. That's why he was so kind to him. Argus, I mean. Where's that clearing she was talking about? Where is it? Ah, I see. Let me try to talk to him. Shall we begin? Be warned, I will not go easy on you. Here goes nothing. I've got no idea what should I expect from this.
Let neither side hold back.
Stop running after me!
My blade sings!
That's not good, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Okay, that did not go well. Let's eat something. 87. Maybe we're not ready. We're not ready for this.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Okay, so when she says that, my blade sings, that means to get behind her.
My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
No.
No quarter.
Oh, I see.
Have a taste.
No. Okay, that was surprising.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself.
Creative.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
We've got more.
your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
What on earth?
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Has Argus seen enough too? Am I worthy of his back? Let's hope so.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you. One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, his strength was astounding. As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
Oh? Are you happy now, Argus? He's so cute. Oh, thank you.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Yeah, we've noticed that on the moon. You're adorable. Okay, here she is. I was looking for her. Argus will soon have us standing on the very spot where the Matea made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. Then we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us, rather than against us. Oh, ether current. I wonder if we're missing many in this area. Let me see. Yeah. We're missing quite a few. Hello, Argus. Argus motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been giving the go-ahead to hop on. Let's go! Isn't this pleasant? Argus certainly seems to think so. Now, what was the name of that tree? Noe something. Ah! Noe Tophorian. Quite a striking specimen, is it not? Brace yourself for the landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment. So, that's quite
Quite a
the
small
range.
place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me. There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved.
You still might be able to do that.
Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all, and I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place, not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes, Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
Elpis.
So, what is your opinion?
Hermes wouldn't wish for the final days.
I am inclined to agree. As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
Is that prudent?
Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
There are any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do worse than to look in Kitsis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in ethos of Tychus warriors, the Northern Isle. I wonder, Jude, for an institution which claims so studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Kitsis itself. I touched upon the practice before back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of a multitude conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. It is there, within those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis's observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the teleporter north of Poitonoikos. Yeah, we have already tuned to this one. Yep, okay. she inside? Ah, good. The teleport acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to Tisiproboria, we follow this path, then turn left at the crossroads. Come on, let's go. Maybe they'll mention a place in. I'll find out how we actually pronounce it. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Ah, here are two. So, Emmett Zelk will help us? Seems that way, at least for now. It seems there is more to detail after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. They all have such pretty hairstyles. Better put. Thank you for your understanding. Etosileticos boreas. Oh, there it is. West. There's an ether current close by. Oh no. Oh, west, sorry. Oh, there it is. Let's proceed. Mesopsis zeros. Okay, here we are. Hungering Gardens. Oh god. Sorry, they're making a ruckus outside on the street. And it really startled me. Ooh, water do's. Right. Okay. I'll fight you, thing. Riotous mobile. Riotous Medusa. How will I be able to search anything here? Okay, they won't attack me if I'm here. Unless... Okay, fine. way. Okay, here they are. Alright, couldn't have picked up a better place, huh? No kidding. Just... no. But of course. Fine. You want to stay here? We'll stay here. He's so grumpy.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
Let's hope telling everyone won't do more harm than...
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether We ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause.
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. The source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
But how would everyone attune to that?
So, we've a villain
entity
on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Meteon.
May we please be friends?
Meteon. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared. So lonely. The pain. It's too much.
What about him?
Why? Why do we... They hurt. Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
Just like what happened to the flowers.
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either.
Where's Jude?
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs Dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, and we could not.
Is she responsible for what's happening?
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Wow. Oh, the urgency music. Where could she be? Oh? Suspicious disturbance. Let's investigate. Oh, beneath. Okay, beneath. Yeah, she did say down the slope. She said that. Why would she... Why doesn't she want Hermes to listen to what's happening? Is she protecting him, or...? Or is it because she doesn't want him to find out what what they are doing, the Mattia? This must be the spot. It's quite hidden away.